there, you amazing people. Welcome to Love Life LOL by Liah. This is Liah and I hope you're having an awesome day. If in case you're new to this channel, just a quick intro about what L3 stands for. We stand for unrevealing, unhiding, call it whatever you want. The raw, the unspoken side of life as it happens, if I may say. We stand for and we talk about the ugly, the beautiful truth of what we call as reality. But trust me, that's not it, you guys. We also talk about the fun, the quirky, the crazy stuff. And if you relate to any of these things, if you are as weird as I am, stick around and you're gonna love this journey.
Hi, my name is Sana.
Hi, this is Kazi.
Hello everyone, this is Ramneek.
This is Mushafiq.
My name is Rohan.
My name is Ruhul.
Hi, my name is Harpreet.
My name is Udit.
And today we're gonna talk about unsolicited advice or unwanted advice as people call it. Sometimes advice is offered when you don't ask for it. And to be honest, we all have been at the receiving end of this. Be it new moms, college students, women who gonna get married, men who gonna get married. Let's face it, we women get this shit every damn day. I mean, we get it from men and we get it from other women. And it is somehow widely accepted in our culture that strangers have a right to tell people, especially mothers, what to do. It can extend from really mundane choices to serious, genuinely life-changing decisions. It does not stop at food we choose in a movie theater. It does not stop at the clothes that we want to wear. It does not stop at the subjects we want to choose for our further education. It does not stop at any of these things. Strangers dole out unsolicited advice about motherhood, be it career, be it marriage, or even your personal appearance. To be honest, when it comes to people who dole out unsolicited advice, no topic is off limits. But it's women somehow who are getting the burnt of all of it. And hey, I'm not just saying that for the sake of saying it. You can read about gender difference of advice in a Penn State study. I will link that in the description of this podcast. You can have a look at it and see it for yourself. I'm not making this up. Now, talking about unsolicited advice, there are some folks out there who think that you ought to be grateful because they are giving you some advice out of their experience or out of their knowledge. But experts disagree. Unsolicited advice has a tendency to come across as a pointed criticism. We all have faced it and we all know that it's true. It does not come across as constructive criticism, and people on the receiving end often feel anxious and overwhelmed. They start second guessing themselves, and in the long run, unsolicited advice often does more harm than good. Now, coming to the motives of advice givers. According to researchers, people give unwanted advice for many different reasons. Sometimes people do have pure motives and truly want to help you and make sure that you are doing good in your life and you're progressing. On the less helpful side, some people quote-unquote need to feel needed, if you get what I mean. There are others who offer advice simply because they're sick of hearing about a certain subject. To be honest, I mean, there are people who we go to for emotional support and we do not want an advice from them. We just want a listening ear. We just want a shoulder to cry on. But then those people, if they get tired of listening to us, they do end up giving us advice that we never asked for and kind of mess with our head. To be honest, when we share something with a person, we do not share the whole story. We share what we feel like we want to share. And based on the information or the details of the situation that they receive from us, they start creating solutions in their head, solutions for situations that they don't have complete information about. And their decision is not based on what is happening, but they assume that that is the right decision. And that kind of puts us in a difficult situation because they are our people at the end. And if we do not listen to them, or if we do not agree to what they are saying, it creates a lot of resentment and a lot of friction between people. Then again, there are of course worse reasons of giving unwanted advice like narcissism, the desire to establish dominance, or just to pass judgment. And there are people who just have the desire to create drama. I mean, let's agree, there are people who just want to see other people go crazy over something and kind of belittle them by saying or pointing out things that that person is insecure about and create a scene out of nothing. And today we're gonna talk to a few people who have been on the receiving end of unsolicited advice and know their story and know how it made them feel. Without further delay, let's get started.
Hi, my name is Sana, and this is my story on receiving unwanted advice. All my life, I have received unsolicited advice, majoritarily from my relatives and extended family, on how I should look a certain way, dress a certain way, talk and behave a certain way, on how I should be a better daughter to my parents. I also got many unwanted advice on marriage and the kind of partner I should or shouldn't go for, how I should be around my in-laws and the do's and don'ts. All this advice only led to me feeling horrible about myself and made me question everything I believed in. It's honestly very hard to unhear the things you've been told and you start believing everything people say. It just crushes your confidence. Unwanted advice is absolutely insulting and disrespectful more than anything else.
Hi, this is Kazi. I think I clearly remember there was this one instance when I was moving from Dubai to Malaysia some years back. And the decision, of course, moving jobs, moving countries was a big one for me. And I had my own reasons, which I thought were good enough at that time to move. And I felt settled in my mind that I had made the right choice. And then when I started to tell my peers and my close friends and family around, that's when I started getting all these advices and everything. Of course, oh, what you're gonna do, you're already over here in a very good job, and all sorts of advices, don't do this, you should do this, don't do that, all sorts of things that you can think of probably. I think the biggest takeaway from this was that since it was a big decision, it made me feel very uncertain inside. And that kind of scared me because, of course, these people are people who are close to you, people who you respect, and people whose opinion you respect. And when they start questioning you, then you somewhere deep down start questioning yourself as well. So you feel a bit, hung out. And I felt like that. And yeah, but I mean, I know that they're coming from a good place deep down, but sometimes people don't realize that the effect that they have on you might be negative rather than positive. And sometimes if the person has good enough reasons for themselves, maybe they just want you to hear them out and congratulate them rather than change their minds.
Hello everyone, this is Ramneek and I'm here to share my experience about unwanted advices. So it just happened that I was sharing some personal matter. I was just pouring my heart out, and instead of listening to me patiently, that person actually started giving me advices as to how I can mend my relationship with that certain person, which I really never asked for. I knew what I have to do, but still, instead of just listening to me, they started interrupting me again and again and again, which actually at the end resulted in a rage, in shouting, deviating me from my topic which I was there to discuss, and that actually disturbed my relationship with that particular person. So I don't think that acting violently is a solution, but again, the other person with whom we are sharing should not give us advices when we are not asking for it. It creates a lot of disturbance and it hurts our sentiments when we are sharing our experiences.
Hi everyone out there, this is Mushafiq and today I want to speak about something that I'm getting for free. I'm talking about some of the free and unwanted advices that people are giving me. There are a lot of people, including few relatives, few friends, who are trying to help me by not helping myself. They're not allowing me to help myself. To start with, first thing, if you are in your late 20s, people think that the main concern and the main thing we should consider is getting married, which is not actually the fact. Like, they're not offering you any solution. They are rather telling you to make some choice, find some big shot and get married and get settled. But this is not a solution. I think that we live in a time where you can yourself be a big shot. You don't need it. If it's there, it's a bonus. It's not a need anymore. Second thing, basically I'm away from my hometown. I have a lot of people telling me, why don't you come back here? What are you doing there? When are you coming back? It's not that they are there to welcome me or they are there to, offer me some genuine solution. No, but they are more concerned about me coming back. Until and unless it's not useful, why are you even talking? If it's for the sake of talking, then stop giving those kind of advices. Nobody needs that.
Hi, my name is Rohan. There was a rough patch in my life where I was not doing so well, and a friend of mine insisted on knowing what was going on. Now, I didn't give him all the details, but at the end of me sharing, he started giving his advice without knowing the whole situation, without experiencing the whole situation. That really didn't work well with me because on one point I don't like to share, and it is an individual's experience at the end of the day.
My name is Ruhul and I want to talk about an incident from my life where my ex-husband, he would always try to give me advice like, you should not pursue PhD in your field because that's not good. Instead, you should do something in mass communication and journalism because that's a good field. You'll get a job. And he even said that if you pursue PhD in your field, then I'm gonna leave you. So it was like an unsolicited advice. I didn't ask him anytime that if I should pursue PhD or not pursue PhD. Some days he'll tell me, go and pursue PhD. And I was like, I didn't ask you what I should do with my life. People should not give unsolicited advices if it's not asked for. Better wait if someone asks for an advice, then give it, or please keep quiet and let them carry on with their lives.
Hi, my name is Harpreet. One of the situation when someone really gave me unwanted advice was when I had to shift from grade 10 to grade 11. In Indian high schools, we're supposed to choose our subjects in grade 11 like according to what career preferences we have in future. So, random people came in and told me that, Harpreet, you can do medicines, you can be a good doctor, or you can be go for engineering, you can be a good engineer. These people did not even know me. I never talked to them. It was a really random advice which I never asked for. So that time I felt really annoyed and weird because I did not ask for it and they did not know me. They did not know what kind of career I'm looking forward to.
Hi, my name is Udit and today I'm here to talk about the times when I've tried to reach out to people to share some stuff that was going on in my life, and I've just wanted them to be there as friends to hear me out. But so many times, it becomes difficult to do just that because people just know half of the story. There are things that I can tell them and there are things I cannot share with them, and they just want to give free advice thinking that it is going to solve my situation. But a lot of times that is not the case because there are a lot of things that are going on and they are at times a bit too personal to share. And so what has happened is basically I've stopped sharing a lot of things in my life which make me sad, and I wish people were just there to hear me out and not give any advice but just be there to give a listening ear without passing any judgments or having anything to advise.
Listening to all these stories and the way it made these people feel, we need to understand that we must set boundaries to ensure our lives are not run amok by the pressure and by the stress of advice we never asked for. And to be honest, no, it isn't a good idea to accept all unsolicited advice as quote-unquote constructive criticism. It's a one-way ticket to stress city, you guys. Listening to all advice that comes your way can be downright dangerous. As much as you love and respect your people and you want that they should be happy and all, you come first. You need to make yourself a priority and you need to set your boundaries. Filters matter. Boundaries matter. Mental health matters. Please don't feel guilty if you struggle to accept unsolicited advice. You do not have to feel guilty. You just need to make sure that the other person knows one way or in the other way that they are crossing a line. And how you can do it is by thanking them for their advice and making sure they know that you didn't ask for it. Advice givers need to know how to ask people before offering up their take in the first place. It's not your mistake that you do not want to accept somebody's advice about your life. It's not your responsibility how it makes the advice givers feel when you reject their advice. It's because of them they feel offended, not because of you. That's all for today, guys. If you liked this episode, please drop in a like and share with your friends. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe to Love Life LOL by Liah and be a part of our amazing L3 community. You can find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and the list goes on and on and on. If you got something you want me to talk about or you want to be a part of the show, you can drop me a message on Instagram. My Instagram handle is given in the description, so yeah, do check it out. And thank you for listening in. I'll see you next week, same day, same time. Till then, this is Liah signing off.